So, welcome to this new tea time video. Today we're going to do something a little different because I want to show you some pictures of an excursion I've been on a few months ago. I think it was somewhere in the end of October. We went to Orientalis de Heilige Landen for my study, and I think you can notice, but today I'm trying out a new microphone, or an old microphone that I've had for years. But I know that the audio isn't great, but for this video I think it will be okay. So you can already see some pictures, because I didn't take a lot of videos because my SD card it can only film for 15 minutes, so I tend to take more pictures. And first we went off to a Jewish town that they recreated in this museum, because it's not your typical museum in which you can just walk around from hall to hall, in which they display some paintings or I forgot the name. Well, I'm just going to put it in somewhere in the video, I think. But they try to recreate an old Jewish town called Beth Judah. It's a reconstruction of Jordan village. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but Google tells me that it is called Jordan. And yeah, as you can see, it is a museum. They recreated towns, and you can actually walk through them, which is very interesting because it feels like you're actually in another country, and as if you're really walking through one of the old villages. And in this museum town, not the typical museum, they have this Jewish place, and they actually have, as you can see, some chickens lying around, some chickens walking around, and they had a donkey, which we only saw at the beginning of the museum, but they were walking them around, and they keep some goats. It's very interesting because it makes it feel like the village itself is just really a village, which is nice. It was just a very beautiful town, lots of great opportunities to take pictures of, and I love just how this Jewish town had the rocks that they used for the buildings, and look, it is just amazing. I really love this picture. And the goat, I love the goats. There are some more pictures in here of goats, and I don't even show you all the pictures because I took a lot of pictures of goats. Those are my teacher's shoes, by the way. Yeah, he was standing near the thing that I wanted to take a photo of. So yeah, as we walked outside of the Jewish town, there was this circle with all these little things that you can see now around it, going around in a circle. And I forgot what it was supposed to represent, or what it shows. But I thought it was very intriguing. And I have to say that those are my shoes, by the way. But while my teacher was explaining about where we were and what we were seeing, that I was taking pictures instead of listening. So maybe I should pay a little more attention. But every time we go on an excursion, I just don't really listen because I know that I'm not going to remember anything he tells me, just because I'm so focused on the things around me and just trying to look at the things that I find interesting. This was also no, this was in the city itself. No. Oh yeah, this was a small building which was supposed to represent the birth of Jesus. But I don't have a lot of photos because it was very dark in there, and I don't have the best camera ever. Well, my camera just hates me, that's probably what happened. So there aren't a lot of good pictures. And as you can see there, we were in a foresty area. This is an Islamic town. Let me sneak a peek. It is supposed to be an Arabic fisher's town called Omani. And I'm going to be quiet because there's going to be a video in a few seconds, and then I'll explain to you about the town itself. this spot I had to keep the camera down because not everyone likes to end up on YouTube in a random video. But yeah, so this was an Arabic town, and in every town they had volunteers walking around who were not really in character, but they could tell you a lot about religion, which was nice. It was really great to hear some of their opinions. But I didn't take a lot of pictures in the Arabic town because there weren't. Well, at least it was a lot smaller than the Christian town that you're seeing right now in the background, and it was smaller than the Jewish one. So, and there was another class walking in front of us which is very noisy, and a lot of them were just walking in the way. So that's why there aren't a lot of pictures in there. But this is the Christian town, which is an old Roman kind of town that they rebuilt. And this is the square, the actual size. How do you say that in English? Where Jesus was convicted, and it is actually a lot smaller than they make it out to be in the movies. It was actually a very small square, which was interesting because I do remember what Chichi telling us that. So that was interesting to see, actually. This was one of the, I think this was the largest town that we visited, because there's a Jewish town, a Romantic town, a Christian town, and they had an indoor museum for Buddhism, which I would have liked to see the Buddhist thing also as a town instead of just a museum, but anyway. Also, in some pictures before these ones, you could see the Christian town with some menu chalkboards, and that kind of struck me as odd, but you could eat there, and if you came to this Christian town, then you've already had a long way to walk, so I get that they decided to have a eating place there, but it was kind of strange to see suddenly you're walking through the halls, through the town itself, and suddenly you see these modern things, which was quite funny. This is a replica of an old town, and it was very funny to me to see, or not very funny, very interesting English. Very interesting to see how the old towns were built. I'm going to show you some paintings in this video because I found them very intriguing. And sometimes it's just the color, like in this one, and they had some great art on the floor as well, which almost made me feel like I shouldn't step on it, but sometimes you had to. This is an old bathroom, at least they say it is. This is also, well, you can see the cross in the background. I really love this color, the blue. She's holding a teddy bear, which, I don't know, I really find it interesting. I don't know why it's interesting why a girl is holding a teddy bear. Don't judge me. They also had some art of Egyptian gods, but I haven't put them in the video because I don't know, I didn't really think they had a place here. This was also something they created, also some Egyptian art, which I think is just recreated by some modern artists, because there weren't really any sections where you couldn't get close to the art itself. So if it was really ancient or really old, I don't think that they would have allowed you to actually touch it, because there were some signs telling you that you weren't allowed to touch things, but there wasn't anything holding you back nothing was holding you back except for the sign itself. So yeah. Also, in a little bit there's going to be one photo of a labyrinth, which our teacher actually explains you can never get lost in a labyrinth. In a maze you can, but I'm really not pronouncing this correctly, I'm sorry. In a labyrinth you can't get lost because there's only one way to get to the center, and one way, well, that one. This is the photo, and there's only one way to leave. So it can be a very spiritual experience to complete a labyrinth, and which we did with the class. or at least most of us joined in, and it was very interesting and very, to me, I really felt something happening, but I can't really describe what it was. And this is the Buddhist side of town. Well, it wasn't actually a little town itself, it was just an indoor small museum, which was even smaller than the Arabic town, sorry. And the video is almost going to end, so I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. On my Twitter page you can actually see the new video schedule, so I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.